You want to pay lower taxes or potentially 0% tax, but you don't want to live in a low tax or zero tax country for 183 days or more. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 tax residence programs all over the world that you can take advantage of with very short living requirements. There are other requirements that you need to fill out, but you can get tax residence to show to your country of origin in order to avoid taxes in that country of origin, or use for banking, use for anything that you need tax residence, which a lot of countries require it for many things. Let's cover the top 3 tax residence programs without a living requirement. Let's go. The first one in the Caribbean is Antigua and Barbuda. This one in particular has a 30-day living requirement. Antigua and Barbuda is right next to St. Kitts, has close proximity to the US, to Canada, even to the UK. If you want to fly from the UK to Antigua, you can fly directly. They have a 30-day requirement or more every single year, so you can spend 30 days in Antigua and become a tax resident. There is a catch. You need to have a permanent residence in Antigua and Barbuda. You need to have a place to live. You need to be making over $100,000 per year. So if you're looking at just having wealth and then selling that wealth potentially in the future, but you have no income, that's not going to qualify. As well as you need to pay a flat tax of $20,000 per year every year. So if you're okay with paying $20,000 flat tax, that's completely fine. Let's say you're making $2 million, $3 million a year. $20,000 is a drop in the bucket compared to the $500,000, $800,000 that you're probably paying in the US, in Canada, in Australia, and so on. This particular program is very attractive for people from Canada specifically, from the UK as well, or other countries around the Caribbean, for example, Colombia. Colombian people, if they go to Panama, they can't lower their taxes. They keep getting taxed as Colombian, so they could potentially go to Antigua and get tax residence there. Or for US citizens that want to renounce US citizenship and have tax residence in a place that is close to the US and pretty simple without much living requirement. Antigua and Barbuda also offers citizenship. If you want to get citizenship in Antigua and Barbuda or St. Kitts or any other Caribbean island, you're looking at about $130,000 in donation and contribution. 100,000 contribution, 30,000 fees for the government. But the downside to this is that if you become a citizen, you can't take advantage of this 30-day tax residence program. It is for non-citizens only, and if you're a non-citizen, you go through the tax residence program, you also get permanent residence. So if you want to live in Antigua for a long period of time, they have 0 capital gains, 0 personal income. You can take advantage of that and live there for a long period of time. The second country up, which would be attractive for many European citizens definitely, is Cyprus, the beautiful island of Cyprus. I spent a lot of time in Cyprus. I absolutely love it. The only thing I don't love is the internet connection, which can be choppy. They have a 60-day tax residence rule, which means that if you spend 60 days or more in Cyprus, you can become a tax resident as long as you don't spend over 183 days or become a tax resident in any other country. So if you become a tax resident of somewhere else, the Cyprus tax residence goes away and the 60-day rule no longer applies to you. There are obviously other requirements, just like Antigua. You need to have a permanent residence in Cyprus, whether that's a rented property or an owned property. You need to have a place to live in Cyprus. You need to have a tie to Cyprus. That tie can be doing business in Cyprus, working in Cyprus, or working for a company that is based in Cyprus. This one is a little bit vague. What if it's just your company and you're actually in Cyprus, working in Cyprus? That would qualify. So definitely, if you're interested in this program, let's talk over the details. Let's see if your particular situation fits this particular program. And the other thing is that you're not considered tax resident of anywhere else. Just like I said, if you're considered tax resident of Canada, UK, Australia still, and you don't become non-tax resident, then Cyprus wouldn't accept you for this tax residence program. This is very attractive for people all over the European Union. Obviously, you can go easily to Cyprus, get this tax residence, and make sure that your tax residence in your home country. If you're coming from Germany or Italy, you formally exit the tax system of that country and then you become a Cypriot tax resident. Cyprus had a citizenship program a couple of years ago. They had a lot of controversies. The Cyprus government actually revoked and took away a lot of passports that they sold before because they were done fraudulently, or at least they didn't follow the rules properly and they were taken away. So that has a lot of controversy there. Maybe this program also has a lot of controversy later on and it gets taken away, but for now it is a real program that you can take advantage of. Another program which I consider to be the best out of these three, depending on your net worth. If you have a net worth of over 1 million US dollars, this is the perfect program for you. It is the Georgia Tax Residence. This particular program, you can get tax residence in the Republic of Georgia if you can show $1 million in net worth or more and $65,000 per year in income, and you don't even need to visit Georgia. That's the beauty of it. You can get a tax residence certificate. One of my friends in Canada actually got it. She's worth about 3.5 million. She got this tax residence certificate, was able to exit Canada, and now is coming here to Dubai, setting up a business in Dubai and having her assets and her banking in Dubai. So you could also do that. Get tax residence in Georgia to potentially escape your high tax country. Let's say it's Canada or Australia. Maybe you're at a net worth that they won't let you leave. You could do the Georgia tax residence, leave your country, and then go to another country like Dubai and then establish tax residence in Dubai, or the UAE is the country, Dubai is the city. And then you could start a company in Dubai, get a residence permit, and do everything in a zero tax country. But you also have your Georgia tax residence in order to get out of Canada or Australia or any other countries. The only downsides to this program are that Georgia is not a zero tax. It is a low tax country, but it's not zero tax. You wouldn't be paying a flat tax rate or zero tax rate. They have 20% flat rate personal income tax. They have 15% corporate income tax, 5% dividends tax, and no taxation on profits until the moment of distribution. So you wouldn't pay tax on those profits until you actually use them. I think this one is for those people that their country is giving them a lot of trouble getting out of the tax system. Maybe you hit a certain net worth, 5 million, 10 million, maybe 100 million, where exiting your country of tax residence is becoming a problem and they're requiring you to show another tax residence certificate from another country. Then this one could be a middle step in order to achieve whichever tax residence you actually want. So it's not a permanent tax residence that you probably might use. Georgia, even though it's a great country, Tbilisi, the capital, is beautiful. Many cities all over the country. It's great. It is still underdeveloped compared to a lot of other countries. It is much of a post-Soviet republic. You will have that feel of being in a Soviet country or Soviet-influenced country, and a lot of people don't speak that great English. I love the country, but there are some downsides to it. I wouldn't really recommend people live there all of the time. You could use the tax residence, move somewhere else, and have a base in somewhere like Dubai and the UAE. Those are the top 3 tax residence programs and easy tax residence programs you can take advantage of in order to leave your high tax country, pay less taxes, potentially pay 0% tax or flat tax. If you want to find out more about zero tax, low tax countries all over the world, check the video that is going to pop up right here. The top 10 zero tax or low tax countries that I absolutely love and the ones that will offer you the best lifestyle. You can check it there. If you want to book a call with me, a one-on-one strategy call, see which program fits the best for you, or if you want to start a company somewhere else, get citizenship somewhere else, and improve your freedom in your life, go to wealthyexpat.com/apply. wealthyexpat.com/apply. Let's get on a one-on-one call. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, that like button down below. I'll see you on the next one.